You guys, we seriously need to talk about Scooter Braun because it looks like he's trying to rewrite history, and the internet is not having it. People are accusing him of full-on gaslighting after his recent podcast interview, where he finally decided to speak on the whole Taylor Swift drama. But instead of taking accountability, he's out here acting like he just wanted to be friends. Taylor's fans are dragging him all over again, and honestly, they've got receipts. So let's rewind this mess. Because if we're going to talk about Scooter Braun trying to play the victim, we need to remember exactly how this all went down. It was June 2019 when Scooter's company, Ithaca Holdings, bought Big Machine Label Group for $300 million. That deal included the master recordings of Taylor Swift's first 6 albums. That's right, everything from her debut to Reputation was suddenly under Scooter's control. And here's the gag. Taylor says she found out the same day we all did. No heads up, no warning, just boom. One morning, she woke up and the guy she had called a bully for years now owned her entire life's work. Taylor immediately took to Tumblr and let it rip. She posted a screenshot of Justin Bieber's old Instagram where he was on FaceTime with Scooter and Kanye West. The caption, "Taylor Swift, what up?" And this was back when Scooter was managing both of them. Taylor said that post was just one example of years of what she called manipulative bullying from Scooter. She also explained that for years she tried to buy back her masters. Instead, she was offered the chance to earn them back one at a time by creating new albums under Big Machine. Taylor called it an impossible choice. She walked away, knowing the label would be sold eventually, but never imagined the buyer would be Scooter Braun. In her words, "This is my worst-case scenario." In that same post, she laid it all out. The sleepless nights, the bullying, the fact that her own father chose not to sit in on shareholder calls because they required signing an NDA. Yes, an NDA. Taylor's team said she didn't see a single message about the deal until after it had been made public. And by then, it was too late. Scooter owned her catalog. Now here's where things really went nuclear. Big Machine claimed Taylor had every opportunity to buy her masters. Taylor's team said that was absolutely false. Scooter started deleting posts, like the one where a friend bragged, "When your friend buys Taylor Swift." And Justin Bieber tried to clean up the mess, apologizing for past social media posts and defending Scooter at the same time. But it was too late. The damage was done. And Scooter's then-wife also jumped in, calling Taylor's Tumblr post a temper tantrum. Meanwhile, Taylor was being blocked from performing her old songs. When she was set to receive the Artist of the Decade award at the AMAs, she said Big Machine told her she couldn't perform a medley of her own hits. They even allegedly blocked her music from being used in a Netflix documentary about her life. Taylor's statement was devastating. She said Scooter and Scott Borchetta told her team that they'd only allow her to use her music if she promised not to re-record her old albums and stop talking about them publicly. Basically, be a good girl and shut up. She wasn't having it. And the public? Oh, the Swifties went to war. Scooter's reputation took a huge hit. Sure, artists like Justin and Demi tried to defend him, but the narrative was locked in. Scooter was the villain, and Taylor was the artist fighting for her rights. Taylor eventually signed a new deal with Republic Records, and here's the best part. Under that deal, she owns the masters to all of her future music. And once her contract with Big Machine was over, she got to work. She re-recorded her old albums and rebranded them as Taylor's version. Not only were they commercial successes, they completely reshaped how the industry talks about artist ownership. Fast forward to now. Taylor recently announced she was finally able to purchase her original masters. Thanks to the support from her fans and the massive success of the Eras Tour, she worked with Jamrock Holdings to make the deal happen. She owns her music now, period. So, with that chapter closed, Scooter decided now was the time to speak. On a recent podcast, he tried to paint a whole different picture. He said he always thought he and Taylor would eventually work together, that he knew she probably didn't like him because he managed Kanye and Justin, but he thought they'd talk it out. He claimed he was shocked when Taylor's Tumblr post dropped and said he just wanted her number so they could chat. Like this was all just one big misunderstanding.
When I bought Big Machine, I thought I was going to work with all the artists on Big Machine. I thought it was going to be like an exciting thing. I knew that Taylor, she and I had only met 3 times. In between that time, since I'd seen her last, I started managing Kanye West. I managed Justin Bieber. I knew she didn't get along with them. I had a feeling, this is where my arrogance came in. I had a feeling she probably didn't like me because I managed them, but I thought that once this announcement happened, she would talk to me see who I am, and we would work together.
Sir, you bought her entire catalog without a single conversation and then acted surprised when she called it out? Scooter went on to say he's felt misunderstood, even betrayed. He said he tries to have empathy, that if someone lashes out, it must mean they're hurting. He tried to play it like he was the bigger person for staying silent all these years, but fans weren't buying it. At all. People online immediately called him out for trying to gaslight the situation. They pointed out that he bragged about the purchase, he tried to block her performances, and now, suddenly, he's claiming he just wanted to be friends? The timeline's not adding up. The responses were savage. One fan said, he didn't feel betrayed when he cashed the check. Another said, he's rewriting history because he knows he lost the PR war. And let's be honest, that's exactly what's happening. Scooter Braun is not a victim. He made a business decision, and now that Taylor has taken her power back, he's scrambling to fix his image. And here's the thing, the industry has noticed. Over the past few years, artists have been leaving Scooter's management left and right. Demi Lovato, Ariana Grande, and even Justin Bieber have all parted ways with him. His roster is shrinking, and his reputation isn't bouncing back. So now we have Scooter Braun on a podcast, hoping people forgot. But they didn't, because Taylor made sure the world knew exactly what went down. And with her re-recordings and her master purchase, she won the long game. This isn't just a music industry story, it's a masterclass in fighting for your legacy. Scooter can keep spinning his version, but the receipts are everywhere. Tumblr posts, public statements, deleted Instagram captions. Taylor said what she said, and the world listened. But now I want to know what you think. Is Scooter really just misunderstood? Or is this the most public case of gaslighting the music industry has ever seen? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives like this, go ahead and subscribe. We've got plenty more where this came from.